And what I want to talk with you today about is sloppy, lazy, out of business. Why is this important? This is important now more than ever. And I want to share with you why. So, I've actually been excited to share this with you for a while. You know, when you figure out something that no one else has figured out, and you're like, yeah, and you can help that client, or it helps you have a great day, or it separates you from the pack. You can add it to your unique sales proposition, your USP. That's what I'm talking about. So, I have a realtor that I've worked with on a builder deal, and we were just talking about she appreciated my communication, and I was sharing with her that that's what I do for all my clients, of course, not just my builder clients. And I always go above and beyond. And anybody, I would love to work with any of your other clients, of course. And she said, well, I have this client, but she has a lender and she has these two credit situations. So, foreclosure. And the other lender had said to the client, I will give no names here, for either the realtor or the client, so they can be anonymous. However, the client just closed recently, so that's awesome. That's what I was waiting for. Um, so she said, I have this client, and the lender says they can't do it because she has this waiting period because it's a foreclosure. And I said, okay, well, we have alt programs. I'd be happy to take a look at it for you. And I did. And of course, I talked to the client, and the client's like, yeah, this is my situation. I was told I have to wait. And so I said, if that's your situation, and she didn't want to make application, which if you're not making application, right, kind of tying my hands, right? Not much I can do. So I said, yeah, that sounds about right. If you want conventional, your current lender is correct. And I would love your business. And I know we have alt options. And if you can make an application, then I can figure out exactly what your options are and what it would cost you, for closing points, all the good stuff, right? We need a credit score. We need the actual credit report to review. So she wasn't interested in the alt options, right? No 1 day out of bankruptcy, none of that. She didn't want those rates. Okay, I get it. I understand. Um, so she did decide to make application because I said, you have nothing to lose but your time and my time, and I'm happy to devote my time to you to see if there's something else I can figure out that would meet your needs. Because she didn't want to wait. She wants to buy now, right? Love that. So she did the application, and I pulled credit, and it looked like a foreclosure. However, when I started digging into the loan a little bit more, it didn't look like there was a foreclosure. It looked like it was actually a deed in lieu. So I asked her for the documentation, took her a while to find it, and it turns out it was a deed in lieu. So not the same waiting period as a foreclosure, right? So important to know your guidelines. So important to know your guidelines and do your research. I mean, when I started in this business, basically my manager pretty much said, any question I would go to him with, he was like, read the guidelines and then come back to me. Good learning tool, right? Kept me out of his office. I always had lots of questions. And I learned to read my guidelines, and that has served me well ever since, all 20 years. And in this case, absolutely. Because the waiting period is not the same for a deed in lieu as it is for a foreclosure. And just to CYA, we had her do a full loan application and ran it through underwriting with a TBD address because I didn't want to. Yes, I was confident, and I never ever want to let any of my clients down, just like I never want to let any of you loan officers down. That's why I'm sharing this with you. Lazy, sloppy, out of business. So, needless to say, the other loan officer lost that deal, didn't get the deal. No. we got the deal. We did require a little more paperwork, and we got all that all up front taken care of with the TBD underwrite. So when we finished that, I didn't let her go shopping until then, and her realtor didn't want to take her shopping until then. As much as she trusts me, I said, let's just wait. Let's just wait. And then we got the TBD. She was off and running. Took her 2-3 weeks. She found a house. Since she was already underwritten, we could have closed in 10 days. We ended up waiting. I think they actually wrote the contract for 20. We ended up waiting for the seller to be ready. We closed in like 14 days, including the appraisal. Done. Closed. So why do I say sloppy, lazy, out of business? That other lender, if they're even still doing loans in this market, it won't be long before they're out of business. And I say this to you because it is more important now than ever to keep every deal, to close every deal, to over-deliver for your realtors, to over-deliver for your clients. More important now than ever to be a great referral partner for your realtors and your other referral sphere, strategic referral partners as well. Bank collapse. They make people nervous. Very, very nervous. Make sure your clients and your realtors know that they can count on you. Right? And if you're not tied in with a big bank, one more selling plus for you. Free bonus right now. That's it. One more unique sales proposition to set you apart from the competition. Hope that helps. If you enjoyed this, found it helpful, like, share, subscribe, share it with another branch manager or loan officer. As always, please put your questions, comments below. I am happy to answer them. I'm here to serve you, and cheers to your success.